What up, world? This the Nasty Pastor coming back to you. Yeah, I've been sick. You know what I mean? Ill. I ain't gonna say sick because some people might look at that as dope fiend sick. Might look at that as HIV sick. You know, I've been a little ill, under the weather, head cold. You know what I mean? That's why I got the little toilet paper in my ear. Got the little, I call it a scully on my head. You know what I mean? So it can keep draining. But I'm on it today. You know what I mean? It's Monday, it's Memorial Day. Hopefully I catch some of y'all later on today. You know what I mean? Cause I know y'all partied over the weekend. So right about now y'all trying to get a little rest, but let's have a moment of silence for the ones that has fallen. In Amen name. Alright, let's go and get into where we left off at. Chapter 9, right? So we on chapter 10. Chapter 10. The Love and Respect Experience by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. Gotta be something wrong with that T. He loves us because he loves us. Because he loves us. The scripture comes from Isaiah 62:5. For as a young man takes a virgin for his wife, so will your maker be married to you. And as a husband has joy in his bride, so will the Lord your God be glad over you. See, they don't do that no more. You know, it was a time where that women cherish their virginity. They won't giving it up to nobody. They give it up to their husband. You know what I mean? You can come over with the word for dating back in the old days, courting. So you can come over, court, take them to the little little hop dance. You know, sit outside with them, do the little picnic and all that. You might get a kiss. You might get a kiss. And see, all this way before me. I'm a 1970 baby, but all this way before me. You know, you might get a kiss. You might even get a little feel, on the bottom. You know what I mean? But you won't get in the vagina. You know what I mean? You were gonna have to marry her. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, cause I like some strange. I ain't joking with you. I like some. I meet you. We feeling each other. Let's go back to your place, my place, or get a room, or we can go in the park. You know what I mean? We can do it in the back seat. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was with my daughter, mom, because she gave her, she wasn't no virgin, you know what I mean? But because she gave her goodness to me, when she told me, she ain't asked me, she told me we're a couple. I just said, forget it. Yeah, all right, cool. I don't know how that would have went if I would have just hit it and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it would have went. For the most part, we got a beautiful little girl together. We got a beautiful daughter together. You know what I mean? She beautiful. Mean little thing, but she beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And we could be closer. Me and the mom could be closer, but it's a lot of vindictive in that. You know what I mean? And then it's probably a lot of she probably get vulnerable around me. You know what I mean? I already know, not to toot my horn, because this ain't the right place to really toot my horn, but I already know a man ain't never gave it to her like I gave it to her. I already know that one. You know what I mean? You can get a dope, you can get a dope pickle. You can get a weed pickle, liquor pickle, bill pickle, whatever type of pickle you want. I don't think a man never did it like I did. For real. And, sex ain't everything. But I know for a fact it touch a woman heart. You got what I'm saying? And if you touch the heart, what you touch? The mind. And if you can keep yourself in a woman's mind, you always got. Apologize to you women for giving that up, but you can switch it up or you can own up to it. And that's the problem with America right now. It's a lot of elders out here don't want to own up to how they was, how things are with a woman. And to hear it come from a man's mouth irritates them. You got what I'm saying? See, I don't question too much stuff an educated woman say about a man, because I sit and I listen. And it's things I pull out what that woman say about a man, and I sit back and I said, something, that is me. God Almighty. She done had a man in her life that had some of my characteristics in him. But let's go and get into this reading. And remember, like, share, comment, you know what I mean? And come on to the to my page. Come on to my account, the Love and Respect Experience. Put a follow there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, put one there. View them. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go and get into this. Isaiah, let's get into the reading. Chapter 10. It's no use. Love and respect is a good theory. We both believe it, but it's so hard to make it work consistently. No matter how hard we try, we are always back on the crazy cycle. I get this kind of email comment almost every day. Sarah and I have felt like this many times ourselves over the past years. What is the best way to cope when discouragement strikes? Where should we turn? Obviously, we should turn to God, but is that always reassuring? Come on now, is it always reassuring? Because we always want to share our relationships with Tim, Bobby, Jack, Mo, and who knows who else, right? And some of these people we share our relationships with, that we talk about the things that go on in our relationships with these other people, their relationship ain't hitting on nothing. They sit there and try to pull you away from your woman. You know what I mean? They don't try to sit there and give you an understanding of what you may not understand. So sometimes it's not wise to even talk to somebody about your relationship. Pray on it. You don't get your answer? Pray on it. You don't get your answer? Pray on it. You don't get your answer? Start doing your own research. Because see, if you're praying and things are not getting better, and you're changing your ways that irritates your spouse, your girlfriend, your man friend, then it ain't you. It's not you, it's them. Obviously, we should turn to God, but is that always reassuring? Maybe He is tired of our failures, our continual backsliding into crazy cycles, craziness, or our unloving and disrespectful attitudes that pop up seemingly out of nowhere. Y'all know about that? Y'all know about how you know, you come home from work, you gotta argue, and then they want to leave. It don't care if it's the man or the woman, because I done did it before. You know what I mean? I done said to myself, I want to go out, hang, chill, blah, 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 but I don't want the wife with me. So I go and pick an argument. You know what I mean? I got hip to some of the stuff she was doing to me, so I started doing to her, which didn't make it right. Because we went through that, right? It didn't make it right. But yeah, I'll pick with her. Let her say some of the most crazy stuff to me, then I go get in the shower, get out, iron my clothes, call cuz up, say, come on, pick me up, man. Or then again, yeah, because see, sometimes she'll tell me I can't take the truck, or I can't take the car, or I can't take the van. So I will have to call cuz up, tell them come scoop me up, and we go ahead on hit the, you know, city, and, you know, laugh, joke, kill time, you know what I mean? But let's get back into this. For Sarah and me, it can happen right after the conduct a conference. Sometimes in the airport or on the plane headed for home. There's nothing like fatigue to bring out our less than love and respect best, and then what? What always works is to stop and realize how God really feels about us. He delights in us as a husband delights in his bride. This teaching is found in both the Old Testament and the New. Our key verse talks about how Israel, God's community of believers, is married to its maker, and as a husband has joy in the bride. So will the Lord your God be glad over you. In despair and exile, the Israelites were told by God through Isaiah that whatever their failures, God had not given up on them. The same kind of thinking is found in the New Testament when the church is likened to the bride of Christ. In fact, in Ephesians 5:22-33 through 33, the passage on which the love and respect connection is based, Paul uses marriage as a picture of a much deeper truth. When a husband and wife are trying to live with love and respect for each other, they illustrate the relationship between Christ, the bridegroom, and the church, his bride. Do you grasp the fact that because you are part of God's bride, the church, God is your husband and he will delight in you forever? Do you believe this? Do you trust that God's vow to his people under the old covenant remains unchanging in the new covenant that he made with us through Christ? He has chosen to delight in us and never, never forsake us. So when you fail to love or respect completely, or maybe not at all, take heart. This isn't about us, but about him. Mark it down. He loves us because he loves us because he loves us. We have nothing to do with it. Even when we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny himself. That's 2 Timothy 2:13. Yes, we can grieve the Holy Spirit, Ephesians 4:30, and he may discipline us. This is Hebrews 12:5-6. But whatever happens, he accepts us. Romans 15:7 tell you about that. And he will never reject or discard us. Am I even remotely suggesting that it's okay to continue with sinful attitudes and habits and not work at love and respect because it is too hard? As Paul also says, certainly not. Romans 6:2, and this is what, the New King James Version? What Sarah and I always do when guilty of unchristlike behavior towards one another is ask for forgiveness and determine to work even harder to reap the rewards of love and respect. Because it is too good to disregard. We start again and seek to honor our bridegroom because we know he loves us with an everlasting love. We never give up because we know he will never give up on us. What up, world? Y'all understand that part? You know, yeah, in the end, I walked away from my marriage, but I gave it all I could give, right? I didn't just do all these bad things and not and say, hey, give me a divorce. You know, I came in the relationship with a loving heart. Our tribulations, our issues made my heart love lesser. And then I had to sit back and I had to think about the role I was playing in our arguments. And that made me say, I gotta work harder. You know, this is my wife. You know, this was my girlfriend. I gotta work harder at the things she don't like about me. I have to change these things around. And you know, I did it. You know what I mean? I stopped the arguing. You know, I stopped it just, you know, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, getting up in each other's faces. You know, I stopped demanding things. I stopped a lot. You got what I'm saying? It's a lot I took off my ex-wife. You know, it's some things I took off her I wouldn't have took off nobody else, and I took it off her because she was my wife. You got what I'm saying? I'd have been told her kiss my kulu. You know what I'm saying? It been gone. You know, she played a nice part in my life because we talking about 13 years. We talking about 13 years. And you know, I helped raise her kids. She helped raise mine. You know what I mean? And in the end, I just couldn't take it no more. You know, separating, moving. You know, finding out while we're separated, she messing with another dude. You know, I may get on the phone or get on social media, do as I do now. And she used to call that cheating. So while I'm in the house living with you, not separated, this is what you're doing in a way. You know, the first thing that got me, she always blocked her accounts from me. You got what I'm saying? But she wanted to come on my accounts and start a whole bunch of BS. I wanted too much blocking her. I wanted too much blocking nobody. You know what I mean? And I'ma just say this, you know. You supposed to grow within your marriage. You know, I grew an understanding of my wrongs. I grew an understanding of my rights. Never gonna say I'm a crud of a man. I'm a mean man. I'm a straightforward man. I'm a man that don't care for the BS. You know what I mean? And I'm a very loving man, very giving man. You know what I mean? Especially to my woman. That's my woman. You know what I mean? I don't never want my woman to ask anybody for nothing. I don't want my woman to even go to her parents and ask them for nothing. Because if you and an adult living together, whether you're married or not, you two are in this struggle together. There's nothing wrong with outside help if you really need it. But first, help each other. Figure it for each other. Because see, when you're struggling, it's going to go one or two ways. Y'all going to come up out that struggle and y'all going to love each other more. Because see, that woman knows she can count on you. If y'all don't come out that struggle, it don't mean she's going to not love you. She's never going to depend on you. You understand what I'm saying? She know that you're not equipped to get out of struggle. But there's other qualities about you where that she's still not going to lose that love for you. But instead of waiting on you to bring dinner home, she's going to be on the phone with somebody, getting dinner ordered to her, getting some money Western Union to her, getting some money cashed out to her, however it be. She's going to figure something else out that's more easier than what you're doing, but it puts other people in your business. This is what I'm going to tell you. You know, we never had to ask anybody for anything before I became disabled. When I became disabled is when she was asking her mom and her dad. You know, my mom-in-law, my dad-in-law. And they didn't mind helping us. You know, never asked for anything back. You know what I mean? They had grandbabies in the house also. You know what I mean? And they knew my character. They knew what type of man I was. Because we talking about years. You know, I met that woman in 2006. I didn't become disabled till 2011, 2012. So basically, we talking about 5-6 years. Me and this woman in a struggle, getting out of it. And to be honest, if you knew us, if you saw us, we always looked like new money. We ain't never had no cutoff notices. Had the latest everything. You know what I mean? New money, man. New money. You got me? And sometimes that was just a one-income household. You know, because if you take the kids' money out the equation, it was a one-income household. But I've always knew how to take care of home. To give you a prime example, her food stamps got cut off one time because she didn't apply. And I told her, you know, I said, don't worry about it. You know, we got 30 days for you to get them back on. I get paid every Thursday, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take $75, go to the grocery store every payday. That should keep us going. See, that touched that woman hot. And I ain't do it just for me, and I ain't do it just for these kids, but I did it to let her know I got you. Me and you are a couple. I got you. Because see, she always had me, so I'm going to always have her. But look, this was chapter 10, the Love and Respect Experience. Like, share, comment, pass the word along. You know what I mean? But I'm out. You know, I still a little ill. Still can't talk too good. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with another one. If not, I'll holler at you Wednesday or Thursday. Love you, the Nasty Pastor.